as I hear your voice, and I can't make it on my own. I need you here. Send me anywhere as long as you're there. I'll go the distance as long as you're near. Here I am, Lord, and I can't make it on my own. I need you here. Send me anywhere as long as you're there. I'll go the distance as long as you're near. Here I am, Lord, send me.
Share about the song.
Okay. I wrote that song like how many years ago? A few years ago, maybe like 3 years ago. I wrote that maybe like one of the times we went to Mexico, and I wrote it one night when everybody went to bed, and it was just me, and I was in the room, and we had like a really long time of worship, and then I was just in there after everybody had left, and it just, sometimes songs are hard to write for me, but this one just, everything just came, like the chords and the words, and it was just, it just came, and it was weird how that happened, because usually it's a hard process for me. And then, it was just, it's because I was in the scripture a lot, and it was about the scripture where it says that Moses spoke to God like a man speaks to his friend face to face. And that always just stuck with me, like I want that relationship where I can just speak to God like face to face, like I speak to my friend, and just a really close friend. And so it was just sitting with me and just ringing in my heart that I just want that relationship. And it was just, and the cool thing was like Moses was saying, like, I don't want to go anywhere unless you're there. Like, I don't want to go unless you're coming with me. Like, I don't care where it is. And that spoke to me, because it's like, so many times in life we want the comfortable thing. Like, we want the money, and we want the house, and we want the American dream. Like, we want that. But if we don't have God there, like, what is that? Like, what are we doing? Like, why is that important to us? And it just spoke to me, like, I don't care if I have that stuff, like the nice stuff. I just want to be near him, like I just want to be with him, and that's what made, that's what I wanted. And so I still want, and so I wrote that night, and not really realizing like what it would mean to my life, like not really realizing like what that prayer meant for my life, and where I would go and what I would do. And then it came to pass, I went on that trip, and maybe a year later, a year later or so, we went on another missions trip, and we actually went on a retreat with the high school in that Mexico, in their church. And we went, and it was crazy, because I always felt God calling me to missions. Like, I always felt him kind of like speaking to my heart, like, you're going to do missions, you're going to do missions. And I always kind of like, was like, God, I don't know about that, like, that's hard, I want to do, to some point we're all human, and we want to do the easy thing. And I was like, I don't know, that's hard. And then that mission trip I went, and the whole mission trip was like, follow God, no matter where he takes you, no matter what you do, surrender, walk with Jesus. That was the theme of the retreat. And I was like, walk with Jesus and do what he tells you to do, no matter what. And I felt like every sermon was like meant for me. Like it was in Spanish, and they like translated it for me, and it was like, wow, like that's for me. Like that's like God is speaking to me like so strongly. And then I just felt his voice like so loud in my ears, like, you need to follow me, like you need to lay this down, like you need to lay your life down, you need to lay your will down, you need to do this. And it was a struggle. And then finally at that retreat, like on the bus ride home, and Ruthie could tell you, like she was with me, and I was just like started crying, like falling, and I was just like, Ruth, I think he's calling me to missions, like I think this is what he has for me, and like I know it, like I know this. And it's like, I just felt it so strong. And she was like, really? And I was like, yeah, this is what he has for me. And so I went home, and my mom and dad can tell you, I came home and I was like, this is what he has for me. Like, I'm doing missions, and like, this is what it is, and God is telling me, and I'm going to do it, and God's going to show me where, and I was like all jazzed, and then I went, I was like, what do I do about school, and like, what do I do, like, what is the next step, and he just told me, I changed my major, I went to intercultural studies, and that's where I'm at, and it's amazing, because I feel like ever since I did that, like, just surrendered, just laid down my own will, did what he wanted me to do, like, I've never been happier. Like, I've never felt so right, like, so where I'm supposed to be, and it's so beautiful, because it just was, to me, like, if you're in God's will, if you're in what he's calling you to do, like, he's going to bring you that joy and that happiness and that abundance. Like, he's going to pour into you, and so I can just testify to that, like, I can just tell you that that's the truth. Like, if you're doing what he wants and you're in his will, like, you will feel joy and peace. And it's not always going to be easy times, and there's not always going to be, it's not always going to be easy things. But I can say personally, like, my life has been so much more full and so much more blessed when I was walking in his steps than not so. And so that's pretty much that song, and a little more, but